Hello, Discovery Collective, and welcome to your red wine for your August collective. So as I mentioned before, we are in Spain, but we're in a totally different place than we were a couple months ago. And I'm really excited to bring you this wine. This is a wine that we had on our shelves last year. So it's been a little while since we've had it. And when I was researching for some Spanish wines, I thought, oh, wait, we need to bring this one back, especially for the club. I really, really love this wine. We have poured it in tastings before and it's done so well. So I really hope you enjoy it. So this is actually Navaherreros. So this is Bernabeleva's Navaherreros. And this is a 2023 vintage of Garnacha. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is a beautiful red wine from an area that you know so well, but not necessarily know it for winemaking. So the DO here is Vinos Madrid. But this is not like Madrid city center vines amongst buildings, not at all. This area is just outside of the city. So if you've ever been to Madrid or traveled throughout Spain before, by train or by car, I've done train. As soon as you leave Madrid, the landscape completely changes. It's rugged, it's like there's a lot of elevation everywhere. It's, you know, kind of this like desert kind of area. So very dry and so different than the city. And we're in a place called Sierra de Gredos in this area here. And we're talking elevation of 600 to 800 meters above sea level. So you have this completely different area, perfect for Garnacha. So a little bit about the winery. So it was established in 1923 by Vicente Alvarez Villamil. And he took over the property then, and basically the family sold grapes to some bigger producers around the area. And then in 2006, the great-grandchildren of Vicente decided that they wanted to start making wine in their under their bottling. And then they have a winemaker as well, Miguel Grameno. So he is kind of at the head of the winery and making the wine since 2017. And so Bernabeleva actually means the bear's forest, and it's kind of like a local name, which is cool because then you can see the bear on the front. And actually, the bear that you see on the front was a statue that's amongst the vineyards in the winery, and it's been there since the beginning, apparently. So let's talk a little bit about what's in your glass. So the grape, so Garnacha. So Garnacha is essentially Grenache, if you know Grenache better. And this grape loves the heat and it's okay with the wind. So it really thrives in areas like the south of France. So, you know, like a lot of red wines and rosés are heavy on Grenache. And it also does really well in places like Priorat in Spain and also here in Madrid due to the elevation. So, Garnacha can take on some different characteristics. You have to be careful with it because if it's in like kind of low-lying areas with lots of heat and lots of sun, it can become quite jammy, really high in alcohol. But once you hit elevation and you get those kind of cool winds, then it's a different animal in itself. It becomes more floral, more aromatic, less alcohol, and still if you have a lot of heat, some concentration, but it's just a lot less jammy and more sophisticated, let's say. And that's what we're talking about here. There's old vines between like 40 and 80-year-old vines, so you do get lots of concentrated fruits here. But you're gonna notice right away on the palate that this is gonna stay very lifted. For the winemaking process here, so the Grenache or the Garnacha, the way that the plant is, it has very kind of a big trunk, big woody trunk, and then grows upwards. So they're bush vines here, which thrive in these conditions. There's also granite soils that are really low fertility, really easy flow of rain. So basically the Garnacha vines have to travel very, very deep to get their water source, which also will create lots of concentration and the beautiful expression of this grape. So for winemaking, we're talking about whole cluster fermentation, 25-day maceration, about 6 months in mixed vessels, so like stainless steel, oak barrels, and then like large oak French foudre, but no new oak here, just all about kind of that roundness and texture rather than oak influence. So let's go ahead and taste it. So as you can see, it has definitely this like ruby red color or garnet color, and you can see through it. Okay, so on the nose, I get some red fruits. So I'm getting a lot of like cranberry, wild strawberry. Definitely red berries, but I'm getting other things like this wild herb to it. A little bit of like a touch of orange peel as well. Definitely some spices. I get some cherry. Maybe even just like this slight like dry rose petal. Amazing. So on the palate, you have this like freshness and acidity. It's very lifted, very alive. But you also get these tannins, this like little slight like bitter grip to it. On the palate, I think it's also quite savory and perfumed, but with some great structure. It's really, 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 really nice. And I think it's a great red wine at this point in time. I think as well, I pulled this out of the fridge about 30 minutes ago, now cellar temperature fridge, so 55 degrees. So I would always have this one, just a slight chill on it, just because I think it really helps express these beautiful fruits, these beautiful red fruits. And I think Riley's pairing is going to be perfect with this. So I think actually it's quite versatile wine. I would say you could put a lot of different things, a lot of different meats with it, because you've got those lifted red fruits, but then you also have that beautiful structure and savory grip. So it's actually a great, great red wine. I'm so happy to share this with you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So cheers.